Good morning, everybody. My name is Richard Mukheibir. I'm the CEO of Cash Converters in Southern Africa, in fact, in Africa. So I'm broadcasting to you from our offices in Midrand in Johannesburg. And as you can see, it's nice and cold here today. For those of you who don't know, Cash Converters is a global network of franchise stores offering pawnbroking, microlending, and the trading in second-hand fine jewelry and household goods. In terms of leadership, a question associated with that, I think one of the characteristics or requirements of a leader is effectively to make decisions. In other words, decide where to go, and effectively the decision around where do we want to be in the future is very much of a leadership decision that needs to be made. So that would be my first suggestion. And the second would be his next role or her next role is to group people around them to enable them to effectively achieve that objective of where we're wanting to go. Perhaps just one or two thoughts on culture and the like. Given that most franchises are a proven business model and they'll be successful, and you've got a recognized brand and the like, the thing that the franchisee, I suggest, should make sure they're getting right here is that business model the correct thing for me? In terms of what the day-to-day is going to be. Are you going to be cutting hair? Are you going to be licking stamps? Are you going to be building buildings? Whatever that might be. But probably more importantly is the culture of that organization. Am I going to fit into that culture? And I've heard it said that culture has a lot to do with how things get done around here. And I would suggest any franchisees or prospective franchisees, those two gents that introduced themselves earlier today, probably your biggest and most important question you're going to want to answer is the culture of the prospective franchisor the culture that I can live with? Is it something that my values align with? And the way that you go about doing that is going to meet the people. You've got to get to the guy who runs the place or the woman who runs the place and spend time in that environment getting a sense of what that culture is like and whether you can actually fit into that culture or not. Because at the end of the day, it's all about people, and buying into a franchise is a long-term decision, 5, 10, 15, 20 years. In fact, the first franchisee we have in our business is still with us 29 years later. And you just simply can't live together if culturally you don't fit. So thank you very much. That's all from me.